Swap Meet Sunday,
where Compton comes together, where I saw you,
I saw you.
everything changed. Yeah. Swap meet Sunday morning, 10 a.m. sharp. Compton tradition since before I was born. The heart of our community gathering weekly, buying, selling, trading stories, trying to find deals on everything from socks to dreams. That's where I saw you. That's where the seams of my carefully constructed bachelor life started unraveling. That's where my life changed direction. You were selling jewelry, handmade earrings, necklaces. Your beauty distracted me from browsing, from the mission I came for. My intuition told me talk to you, told me don't walk past this moment, told me you won't get another chance like this. So I approached your table, looked you in the eye, asked about the earrings for my mama. You smiled and I knew the drama of my single life was ending. Knew that smile meant something new. This swap meet Sunday was different from all the rest. Knew I was about to fall into something deeper than I'd ever been. Swap meet Sunday, where my story begins. Swap meet Sunday.
Swap Meet Sunday, where our love started. Swap Meet Sunday, two souls, one hearted. Swap Meet Sunday, Compton brought us together. Swap Meet Sunday, now and forever.
You told me about your jewelry business, how you started small, how your fitness for entrepreneurship came from your mama, who sold tamales, who the armor against poverty was hustle, was creating something from nothing, was generating income through creativity, through grind. You said that's Compton, that's how we find ways to survive, to thrive, to build something beautiful that instilled in me respect before attraction, made me see your depth of trade. You making wasn't just jewelry, was art, was culture, was because you believed in Compton, in our community, in creating opportunity through unity of hustle and hard. I bought earrings for my mama, but really I was purchasing excuse to talk longer, to ask your name, Maria, you said, and I became someone different in that moment. Became possibility of love, became tame, from player to pursuer, from casual to serious. That's how magical Swap Me Sundays are, how they transform lives, how they perform miracles weekly.
Sunday, where our love started. Swap Meet Sunday, two souls, one hearted. Swap Meet Sunday, Compton brought us together. Swap Meet Sunday, now and where.
Next Sunday I came back, found your table again. You remembered your smile, said you've been thinking about me too. We talked more, found out we went to same high school, different years. We knew same people, we both peers. We shared about Compton, about surviving, about thriving, despite everything about arriving at adulthood with dreams intact somehow. You told me about your plans, about how you wanted to expand your business, maybe open the shop, maybe have a baby someday with right person. I told you about my job, about the gold I was saving to buy a house in Compton, not leave, to stay, to be the one who invests in community, who believes in Compton's future, who achieves dreams here, not somewhere else, who stays rooted. We both knew we were talking about future together without saying it. Whether we weather storms together, whether the swap meeting was fake, whether the beat of both our hearts was syncing up. The third Sunday I asked you to cup of coffee after swap meet. You said yes. That's when our love was fed into something that couldn't be denied. Year later we married, small ceremony at mama's house, testimony to swap meet, love to Compton true. That beauty exists here, that you find in love and swap meet is tradition. That our rendition of American dream is different but real. It's the gleam of hope that exists in Compton. Despite everything, is the light that we ignite. When we love each other, when we build together, when we're filled with determination to create in Compton, to be foundation for next generation. Our love story started at swap meet. The glory of Compton is in spaces like that exist, that community intact despite everything trying to break it, despite odds against us. Swap meet Sunday is church's culture, is one day weekly when Compton comes together, when we're tethered to each other through commerce, through culture, through Compton can show you that magic exists here, that romance lives here, that all that negativity about Compton is incomplete. Picture swap meet Sunday show, sweet side of CBT shows where love grows.
Swap meet Sunday,
Where we met,
where our love started. Still every Sunday with our daughter.
love swaps,
Every Sunday,
teaching her about
Compton love.
swap meet Sunday, where love grows.
Swap meet Sunday,
We're met. Where our love started. Still go every Sunday with our daughter now, teaching her about Compton love. Swap meet Sunday. Forever. Yo. Yo. Saturday night. Backyard boogie at Uncle's house. Whole neighborhood invited to celebrate being alive. Uncle got the barbecue smoking since noon. Ribs, chicken, hot links, the platoon. The family arriving with sides, with desserts. Potato salad, baked beans, cleaning off dirt from week of work, from week of struggle. Now it's time to huddle in backyard. Time to party hard, time to regard each other with love, with laughter, with music bumping loud, with the gift of being together, being alive, being free for one night. Seeing everything beautiful about Compton on display. Kids playing tag, old heads telling stories. Pyramids of beer cans growing. Domino slamming, women dancing, men examining the grill. Uncle presiding like king, his skill with barbecue legendary. His backyard the venue for Compton joy, for the menu of music spanning generations of love that expressed through gathering, through showing up for each other, through knowing that this is church too, that this celebration is worship, that this bliss we feeling is holy. That Compton nights like this are what make the fights worth fighting, make the struggles worth bearing. Backyard boogie, backyard boogie, Compton celebrating. Backyard boogie, music's demonstrating. Backyard boogie, we're alive and together. Backyard boogie, Jordan's forever. Y'all, backyard boogie, Compton celebrating. Backyard boogie, music's demonstrating. Backyard boogie, we're alive and together. Backyard boogie, Jordan forever. DJ spinning everything, old school and new. Parliament, Zap, Roger, Tupac too. Dre and Snoop, Uncle Luke, something for everybody. Music thumping through neighborhood. Nobody complaining though, cause they all here. Everybody knows Uncle's backyard boogie is tradition. His weekly mission of bringing Compton together, of creating space for joy, for celebration, for every girl and boy. To see adults happy, laughing, free for few hours. To see the beauty of community, of family, of togetherness. DJ switching to cumbia, addressing Latino neighbors who here too, who part of Compton fabric, who knew Uncle since forever, who bring tamales, who bring culture, who are allies in everything. Backyard boogie shows, Compton diversity shows how it flows together beautifully when we choose unity over division, when we refuse to let outside world define us as only violence, only struggle, because we're also this joy, celebration, love, community, everything above the negative, everything they don't show on news. Backyard boogie, backyard boogie, Compton celebrating. Backyard boogie, music's demonstrating. Backyard boogie, we're alive and together. Backyard boogie, joy forever. Yeah. Backyard boogie, Compton celebrating. Backyard boogie, music's demonstrating. Backyard boogie, we're alive and together. Backyard boogie, joy forever. Electric slide breaking out, everybody joining, stepping in unison, in generations and same dance, same movement. Grandma next to teenager, improvement on any family therapy, any community, building exercise opportunity to see Compton's beauty, humanity. Older cousin with the video camera, documenting everything, panorama of Compton joy for future generations to witness. For the stations who broadcast only negative to never see. For us to remember forever that this is Compton too. That we create beauty, that we're free in these moments, that we're powerful and united, that again and again we choose joy despite circumstances. Choose love despite environment. We refuse to be defined only by struggle. Uncle's backyard boogie is the rebuttal to every stereotype, every narrative that makes Compton comparative only to violence. We're also holy celebration, we're also joy, we're also love. We're here together in Uncle's backyard. Wherever else people think Compton is, this is true. This is what they miss. Midnight now, party still going strong. Kids asleep on couches, belong and evident in every corner, in every interaction. The din of celebration never stopping everybody, knowing that tomorrow's Monday, but tonight is ours. Tonight's about family, about community, about celebrating survival, celebrating life. Uncle and auntie, his wife, slow dancing to old school R&B. 40 years married, we see the love still dance, still strong, still carrying on despite everything wrong with world, everything trying to break them. They're defying odds through love, through commitment, through staying incompetent, staying true to community, to family, to each other. They teach us without speaking that love is resistance, that joy is revolutionary, that every girl and boy here tonight learning that Compton is beautiful, that Uncle's backyard function is more important than anything on TV, that we're strong when we're drawn together, that community is our power, that backyard boogie is our hour to celebrate, to love, to be free, to see ourselves truly as beautiful, as worthy, as blessed. Compton at its best, manifested in Uncle's backyard every Saturday night.
Backyard boogie. Backyard boogie.
Every Saturday, Uncle's house, whole Compton family.
Backyard boogie.
This is us, this is C to the T. Beautiful joy boogie. Celebrate together.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration.
Backyard boogie.
New celebration.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration.
Backyard boogie.
New celebration.
Backyard boogie.
Compton celebration. Deve celebrate.
Rosecrans Boulevard, yeah. East to west, west to east, cruising slow. This is meditation, this is Compton. Rose the grub vibe, Compton's main vein pumping, life through city. Sunday afternoon bumping oldies from my speaker, 64 Impala sitting. Pretty hitting switches at the lights fitting into tradition decades old. Low rider culture, born here vulture. Capitalism can't touch this, can't commodify this completely. Much as they try, Rosecrans is church, is meditation in motion, is the purpose. A Sunday afternoon when work week done, when obligations met, when sun shining down on Compton, when we're defining our own joy, our own peace, our own beauty. Rosecrans' tour of Compton soul, driving slow enough to see everything, to appreciate what's true about CPT. Not just struggle but beauty, not just violence but love, but community. Rosecrans shows you everything if you cruise slow enough, if you bring patience to observation, if you're willing to see Compton truly. Rosecrans is thrilling in its ordinary and innocent, its daily humanity.
Rosecrans rhythm.
Cruising meditation,
Rosecrans rhythm.
Compton's foundation.
Rosecrans rhythm.
East to west we ride,
Rosecrans rhythm.
Compton pride.
Rosecrans rhythm.
Cruising meditation,
Rosecrans rhythm.
Compton's foundation.
Rosecrans rhythm.
East to west we ride,
Rosecrans rhythm.
Compton pride.
Passing times, passing places we grew up, passing memories made solid, passing through time machine of Compton history. Every block coding stories, every corner where we used to gather, used to dream, used to plan futures. Rosecrans is fused with memory, with meaning, with more than just street. It's the core of Compton, identity of our geography, of belonging. Rosecrans topography is written on our hearts. We start and end here, we depart from Rosecrans reluctantly. We succumb to its pull constantly. Rosecrans is home in ways house never is. We roam up and down its length like pilgrims, seeking something, finding everything in the journey, in the cruise, in the slow road that says we're in no hurry. We savoring this moment, this movement, this bliss of belonging to Compton, of Compton belonging to us, of the longing we feel for Rosecrans when we're away.
Rosecrans rhythm,
Wimbledon pride.
Rosecrans rhythm.
Other low riders passing, acknowledging head nods. Exchange with the squad of Compton cruisers. Sunday afternoon users of Rosecrans as therapy, as discovery of is released from weak stress. We dress our cars in chrome and paint jobs that shine, and everything fine about Compton aesthetics, about our design philosophy that says beauty matters, that creating something beautiful from flat out. Nothing is Compton specialty, is practically our superpower. It's tactically how we maintain humanity in conditions designed to strip it. Rosecrans is proof of our insistence on joy, on beauty. Every girl and boy growing up in Compton learns Rosecrans, eventually learns that cruising transcends transportation, becomes meditation, becomes statement of existence, becomes something sacred. Rosecrans is our boulevard of dreams realized, of working hard all week, then cruising Sunday is showing off the low rider built with love. Yeah. Sun setting now, Rosecrans glowing golden light, memories unfolding, beholden to this street, to this city, to this moment, perfect in its simplicity. Through Rosecrans flows everything that makes Compton beautiful, everything they can't fathom about why we love CPT, why we stay, why we buy low riders and cruise slow, why we're fighters for this city, for this street, for this rhythm, for this beat of hydraulics and ODs of community on wheels. Rosecrans unity is visible on Sunday afternoons, is undeniable when you see us cruising peaceful, proud, refusing to accept narrative that Compton is only disrespect, only struggle, only pain. We maintain joy through Rosecrans rhythm, through lane change, smooth as silk through milk, white convertible tops down through guilt, free celebration of being alive, being Compton, being here now, seeing everything beautiful about where we from. Rosecrans Boulevard is where Compton dances slowly to its own rhythm, where we're holy in our ordinariness, where we're told by the street itself that we're gold standard of resilience, of beauty, of pride, of love for city, of everything that makes Compton eternal, makes Rosecrans Boulevard the place that creates meditation through motion, peace through cruise. Yeah.
Rosecrans rhythm,
Yeah. East to west,
Rosecrans rhythm,
west to east.
Rosecrans rhythm,
It's in meditation.
Rosecrans rhythm,
Compton sounding,
Rosecrans rhythm,
forever rolling.
Rosecrans rhythm,
Those West Boulevard,
Rosecrans rhythm,
our heart,
Rosecrans
our home.
rhythm.
Every morning at 5 a.m. Mama on her knee, praying for her children. Spiritual warfare, this is how we survive. Mama prays for us before sun rises. Every morning without fail she advises us to pray too, but honestly I don't as much as she does. She carries us in prayer daily. She declares war on every force trying to destroy us. Scary how protected we are, how narrowly we escape situations that should have killed us. How mama's prayers fulfilled their purpose, keeping us alive, keeping us safe, keeping us from leaping into danger unconsciously. Mama's covering us spiritually, recovering us from hovering threats we can't see, can't know about. Mama's prayer life shows me God is real, is active, is protective of those whose prayers persist, like mamas do, like mamas always have. Mama prays in tongues, sometimes stays on her knees for hours. Of darkness can't touch us. Towers. A prayer mama built, protecting us
daily. Mama's intercessory,
keeping us covered.
Mama's intercessory,
By prayer we're hovered.
Mama's intercessory,
Spiritual protection,
Mama's intercessory,
God's direction. I remember night I should have died, car accident, survived. Testified later that mama had been praying, greater power than physics saved me. Angel guarded me, mama said stranger things have happened. Said her prayers bring angels to protect us. Said every day she releases us in the day, heavy with prayer covering, with spiritual authority over our lives. Majority of what happens to us is influenced by prayers mama prays. By supply of grace she petitions for, by intercession she makes on our behalf. Confession time, I don't deserve mama's prayers, but I'm grateful I'm aware she's why I'm alive, why I survive Compton streets, why I arrived at adulthood intact, why attacks meant to kill me failed, why hell couldn't claim me despite multiple attempts. Mama's prayers are the exempts I got from death, from prison, from everything designed to destroy young black men in Compton, that's a fact.
Mama's Mama's an accessory.
keeping us covered.
Mama's an accessory.
By prayer we're hovered.
Mama's an accessory.
Spiritual protection,
Mama's an accessory.
God's direction.
Oh,
Sunday mornings, mama at church early for prayer meeting. Surely she's the first one there, praying with other prayer warriors. Mothers covering their sons, daughters, praying protection over Compton. Ones who keep city from imploding completely. Are praying mothers discreetly waging spiritual warfare, engaging forces we can't see. Can't fight naturally. Free in us through prayer, through spiritual authority. They carry through ritual intercession, perform daily through love expressed through prayer. Mama never rested in prayer life, always fighting for us, always standing in gap, always discussing our needs with God, always trusting Him to protect us, to direct us, to correct us when we're wrong. Mama's prayers have been lifelong, covering over me, discovering how much she prays for me. Made me appreciate her more, made me prostrate myself before God. Finally made me helpless to resist faith anymore. When mama's prayers brought proof, when her intercession brought my protection visible enough for even skeptical me to notice. Before I thought coincidence, now I know better.
Mama praying now as I write this. Every night before bed, she lights candles, reads Bible on bended knees. She presents us God daily. Fraud I am compared to a faith. I trust her devotion through decades of disappointment, through ocean of pain. She survived through prayer, through faith in God. She swear will never leave us, will always protect us if we obey, if we pray, if we live right. Mama's prayer, life is sight to behold, is gold standard of what faith looks like activated, what love looks like expressed through intercession above everything else. Mama prays us through. Every day I owe my life to God, but also to mama's commitment to praying for us. Panorama of my life shows mama's prayers at every turn, at every need, at every crisis averted miraculously. Mama's intercessory prayer life is truly why we're here,
Why we're alive,
why we survive,
Compton, why we thrive.
despite odds.
Mama's prayers are the reason I believe in God. Debate over His existence ends for me with evidence of mama's prayers.
Free
Down from death I should have experienced multiple times, deliverance from situations that should have destroyed me. Manifestations of God's protection that only expectation is mama's prayers. Her dedication to intercessory prayer kept me, pursued me through my rebellion, through my running from God. Mama's prayers kept coming after me until I surrendered finally.
Mama's intercessory
Every morning at 5 a.m.
on her knees.
praying for her children.
That's why we here. That's why we alive. Mama's prayer protected us. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, God. Mama's intercessory, our covering forever. Compton College.
Not Harvard, not UCLA, but it's mine. It's affordable. It's here. This is how Compton kids make it. Yeah. Compton College, where dreams don't die. They just take different route, different sky to reach. Community college gets clowned by those who don't understand how profound it is that I'm here, that I made it past high school, that statistics said I wouldn't, that I defied odds by enrolling, that I'm trying despite everything telling me quit, despite systemic barriers, despite the grit required to be first generation college student, despite the knowledge that I'm juggling, working school, that I'm managing responsibilities that tradition students don't face, that my prudent choice of community college is smart, not settling is the start of journey toward bachelor's, eventually toward dreams deferred, not destroyed, toward seams of opportunity I'm stitching together carefully toward better future I'm building deliberately stored in Compton College classes. It's potential I'm activating, credentials I'm collecting, essential to escaping poverty, to achieving stability.
Compton College dreams.
Starting right here,
Compton College dreams.
year by year,
Compton College dreams.
we're making it work,
Compton College dreams.
we're putting in work, we're
putting in work. 6 a.m. bus to campus, working. Graveyard shift in class, lurking. Under my exhaustion is determination, fierce. His refusal to let circumstances pierce my dreams, to let poverty define my future, to let the line between where I am and where I'm going stay impassable. I care too much about mama's sacrifices, about proving everyone wrong who doubted me, about breaking cycles of poverty, about the love I got for Compton, requiring me to succeed so I can give back, plant seeds of possibility for next generation. Show them Compton College isn't consolation prize, but launching pad isn't settling, but strategizing isn't everything you wanted, but everything you need isn't daunted. By comparison to universities, is proud of affordability, is allowed to be your path to be the key that unlocks your future, to be the bridge from Compton to somewhere better while staying rooted through Compton College. I'm pursuing dreams realistically.
Compton College dreams.
Starting right here,
Compton College dreams.
year by year,
Compton College dreams.
we're making it work.
Compton College dreams.
We're putting in work. We're putting in work. We're putting in work. We're putting in work. We're putting in work.
Compton College dreams.
Classmates are single mothers returning to school, our workers pursuing degrees, our veterans using GI Bill, our dreamers with DACA status, our believers in second chances, our Compton natives like me trying to make it alike in our hustle and our determination and our understanding that education is pathway out of poverty, even if it's community college education, even if people look down on us, even if we're overlooked, we're achieving nonetheless. We're pursuing dreams despite the mess of our circumstances, despite the stress of juggling everything, despite less resources than traditional students, despite having to work full-time while going to school, despite having to view education as luxury we barely afford. Investigation of our stories reveals heroism daily. Compton College students are frail, they never were strong beyond measure. We're treasure hidden in plain sight. We're succeeding despite everything. We're proceeding toward degrees, toward certificates, toward goals stored in our hearts since childhood. Finally we're graduating Compton College next semester, then transferring to Cal State. My plan working out slowly but surely, my determination outlasting my obstacles, my supply of grit inexhaustible, my dreams feasible, finally my path visible to me now. After years of struggling to see possibility, Compton College showed me that education accessible if you're willing to start small, to be filling requirements gradually, to be patient with process, to be cognizant that worth isn't measured by which school you attend, but by what you do with education. Receive Compton College review my application when universities rejected me. Compton College accepted me, protected me from giving up on education, from succumbing to street life, from becoming statistic. Compton College is my realistic pathway to dreams I thought impossible. Each day I'm there, I'm reaching toward a better future. I'm teaching myself that Compton kids can make it, that we don't have to leave Compton to be successful. That assumption that success requires abandoning community is false. Compton College proves that education vaults over barriers when you persistent enough. Compton College is tough love version of American dream, is immersion in reality of working class education, is determination made manifest. Compton College dreams coming true for me, for us. Something beautiful about staying in Compton while pursuing education, about reconciling both.
Compton College.
Yeah,
Compton College.
not fancy but real, not prestigious but affordable, not glamorous but achievable. Compton College, we're Compton kids, make dreams real, one class at a time.
Compton College.
Midnight at the taco truck on Alondra and Central, where hungry people become philosophers. Welcome to church.
Taco truck testimony happens after midnight, when working people gathering for late bite. After graveyard shifts, after club nights, after long days, after street fights, we all equal at taco truck. Hungry, tired, down on our luck, or celebrating, or contemplating, or just craving car on the side, or earning trust from strangers through shared experience of waiting for tacos of the love that food inspires, of conversation starting organically between people departing from daily performances, being real for moment. The taco truck, the atonement for days' sins happens here. Confessions made to strangers over tacos display humanity in its rawest form, insanity of Compton life processed through testimony. A taco truck matrimony of cultures, black, Latino, Asian, everyone united by hunger, by need, need, incited by smell of carnius at a grill and willing to wait in line together, sharing space peacefully, comparing notes about living in Compton, giving each other grace.
Taco truck testimony.
Late night wisdom.
Taco truck testimony.
Street philosophy.
Taco truck testimony.
Where truth is spoken.
Taco truck testimony.
Hearts are open. Old man in line tells me about working 3 jobs currently, repeatedly explaining that American dream is nightmare for working poor that despite care he takes with money despite working constantly. He's barely surviving, lurking behind his exhaustion. His wisdom about systemic inequality, about how devout work ethic doesn't guarantee prosperity, about our poverty is policy, not personality flaw, about the reality that hard work propaganda that keeps us scarred from demanding better, keeps us blaming ourselves for poverty, keeps us shaming each other instead of organizing, keeps us competing instead of cooperating. Heaps of wisdom dropped while waiting for tacos and sights, and the structural problems ignored by mainstream discourse. Taco truck testimony is graduate level education, preliminary understanding of systems gained from standing in line with working people, from listening to their stories that analyzes their perspectives unfiltered by media narratives, where truth lives at taco truck awareness of systemic issues grows there. Yeah.
Taco truck testimony.
Late night wisdom.
Taco truck testimony.
Street philosophy.
Taco truck testimony.
Where truth is spoken.
Taco truck testimony.
Hearts are open. Young woman behind me talking about college applications, talking about her doubt that she'll get in anywhere, talking about being first generation, balking at cost of higher education. I turn around and tell about Compton College, tell about my journey, tell her not to hurry toward expensive universities when community college can be pathway to her eyes can, so tears threatening to fall. I give her my number, tell her call me if she needs help with applications. Elder black woman says she'll help too. Suddenly we're all supporting this young woman we just met. Taco truck testimony is about community forming spontaneously, about devout commitment to each other despite being strangers, about seeing each other's humanity despite differences, about the vanity of thinking we're alone and struggle. When taco truck shows us we're surrounded by others fighting same battles, by people who support us, grounded in shared experience of Compton, of poverty, of determination. Taco truck modesty creates space for vulnerability, for authenticity, creates community from individuals, relates us together. 2 a.m. now, got my tacos, finally sitting on curb, nachos of conversation continuing around me. People sharing stories, sharing struggles, sharing hope, staring at stars between bites. I'm realizing that taco truck is organizing space without calling itself that. It's place where Compton comes together across race, across language, across everything designed to divide us, across the intoxication of individualism, across competition encouraged by capitalism. Taco truck has nurtured community for decades, has been sanctuary for working people, has been scary good at creating space where truth spoken, where wisdom passed from old to young, where cold world warmed by simple act of eating together, by acknowledging each other, by tethering ourselves to community through shared experience of hunger satisfied, prepared food made with care, received with gratitude, expressed through pesos or dollars, through respect shown, the cooks working through night to feed us. Taco truck is more than food, a structure of community maintained through ritual, nightly meeting, through politely acknowledging strangers, through rightly understanding that we're all fighting same battle, all trying to survive Compton, all trying to thrive despite everything. Taco truck testimony is rightest. True telling is priceless wisdom shared freely. Taco truck testimony, midnight philosophy, Compton wisdom, hunger satisfied, truth spoken, community formed, every night, same spot, same truth.
I saved for 2 years, working at McDonald's after school. Today I bought my first car, 92 Honda Accord. It's mine. This is freedom. First car mine, not borrowed, not mama's, mine. Title in my name, got it registered, insured, legal, everything correct. First major purchase, first big step toward adult responsibility. First time I scored something insignificant through my own work. Every shift at McDonald's, every clerk and job after school, every saved dollar led to this moment. Holla at your boy who's now mobile, who's independent, who's got wheels that cruise. Count the streets with pride, who survived 2 years of saving while friends blew money on clothes, on shoes, on going out. I was focused on this goal, on this call, on freedom represents, on the far-reaching implications of having transportation that's mine. It takes me places without asking for rides, without depending on buses on others, without waiting on schedules beyond my control. First car, this first taste of freedom bizarrely more meaningful than I expected.
First car symphony, freedom on 4 wheels. First car symphony, you know how it feels. First car symphony, pride of ownership. First car symphony, taking my first trip.
It ain't new, ain't fancy, but it's mine, it runs good. Engine purring like it's satisfied, I'm driving it. Previous owner took care, surviving inspection despite high mileage, despite age, despite wear visible on every page of its history. But I don't care, I'm grateful, I'm devoutly protective, already washing it weekly, checking oil regularly, uniquely attached to this Honda, to the scratched but serviceable vehicle that represents everything I worked for. That's the string connecting my labor, the tangible result that I can drive, can exult in, can show mama who cried when she saw it, who died a little death, worrying about me, catching rides from people she didn't know. Now I'm driving myself, sitting in the driver's seat of my life, literally and metaphorically my wife. Someday will remember this car, this first one, the symbol of commitment to goals of delayed gratification sentiment. Attached to first car is permanent. Took homies for ride first night, everything right about that moment. Sight of Compton from driver's seat, different somehow, more mine, more significant when I'm on driving, when I control the route, when my supply of gas determines how far, when radio plays what I want, when everything about experience is mine to determine, mine to control. New to this feeling of ownership or possession of something valuable or progression toward more ownership eventually of the reward for saving, for working, for delaying gratification, for displaying discipline, for staying committed to goal. First car teaching me about myself, about reaching goals through persistence, through the holes in my budget I created through sacrifice, living frugally while friends were giving in to every temptation to spend, to consume, to pursue immediate gratification, to do what feels good now instead of what's good for future. Said earlier I was focused, that paid off, that made this moment possible. Yeah, driving Rosecrans in my own car, feeling like star, even though it's just Honda Accord. Nothing special about it except it's mine, about it being a result of my work, about me earning it myself. Devout pride, I feel it's less about car myself and more about bar. I set for myself and reached about why I worked hard, about cloud I earned through follow through proving to myself I could do what I said that I'm not. What statistics say about Compton kids, not victim of circumstances, not helpless against poverty, not defined by my address but by my determination, by obsession with bettering myself, by confession that I want more than poverty offers and I'm willing to work for it. First car is the proof that I can achieve goals, roof over my head, eventually home ownership, someday building wealth through ownership, relationship between work and reward established firmly in my mind. First car certainly isn't last thing I loan, through saving, through working, through pursuing goals patiently.
First car symphony, playing in my Honda, freedom soundtrack, independence anthem. This is mine, I earned this. First car souvenir, first car symphony.
Compton kid,
Making it one goal
at a time.
Today we bury Marcus, 22 years old. Gone too soon. Compton claimed another one. This is real.
sitting in church watching casket close. Marcus inside gone, exposed to violence. Compton famous for victim of cycle we all fear of love. Cut short by bullets, by beef over nothing, over disrespect, perceived grief. Heavy in this church, mama wailing. First row, inconsolable, failing to accept that a son gone, that a baby dead, that a flat out host for him destroyed, that she'll never see him grown. That statistics became a reality. That Compton took another son. That assumption she made that he survived was wrong. The shield joined long line of Compton. Mothers burying children. That of all the things she feared most, this happened. Marcus is ghost now. Memory name on tombstone. How did we get here? Marcus was careful, relatively wasn't deep in streets. Grateful for life, planning for future. Had job, had girl, had dreams. Sadness overwhelming me as I realized none of that mattered. That eyes, wrong place, wrong time. That Compton don't discriminate in death. That assumption that being careful keeps you safe is lie. Marcus's wake showing us truth. Compton dangerous for everyone. Thus we all vulnerable, we all potential casualties. Marcus's funeral is essential reminder of mortality, of fragility, of life, fear of the love we should express while people living, of the words we should speak, giving flowers while they could smell. Pastor talking about Marcus in heaven, but I'm angry at God. Circumstances is the system that creates conditions where young men dying is tradition almost, where funerals are regular occurrence, where grief is constant, where deterrence doesn't exist for violence, where Marcus died for nothing, where he is the statistic we all fear becoming, where his potential is what's numbing about this loss. He could have been something, someone he had dreams, had been working toward them, had everything to live for, had future, had new job started Monday he'll never report to, had plans he'll never escort into reality, had girl planning future with him, now planning funeral suture that might close this wound doesn't exist. Marcus's death just as permanent loss, this void that can't be filled is the drill of pain that penetrates everything, a strain on all of us who loved him, who now must continue living without him, who must figure out how to process this grief, how to navigate this loss, how to move forward when everything in us wants to stop, wants to rewind, wants to save Marcus somehow, wants to change what happened, wants to undo violence, wants to bring Marcus back. At cemetery now, lowering Marcus in the ground, finality hitting me, truth that he's gone, forever settling into my bones. I wanna cry but can't, emotion stuck somewhere between rage and disbelief. At this age I've been to too many funerals, I've lost too many friends, I've survived too much death, I've been derived too much brotherhood. Compton is taking too much from me, extracts the too high price for living here. Marcus is more evidence that Compton dangerous, that resin here risky, that young black man here dying at rates unconscionable, that fear we live with is justified, that tears we cry irregular, grief is our constant companion, that death is familiar presence, that abandonment by system that could prevent this is evident. Marcus' death is twist of knife already in our community. Marcus's funeral's opportunity to rage against conditions that create this age-old pattern of young men dying unnecessarily, of mothers crying perpetually, or trying to survive Compton while Compton trying to kill us. Marcus gone. After burial, gathering in Marcus's mama's house, eating, sharing memories, dramas of life continuing despite death. Despite grief, despite loss, we eat, we laugh briefly. We remember Marcus's jokes, his smile, his dreams, his presence. This is how we honor dead, how we keep them alive, how we vow to remember, to carry their memory forward, to share their stories, to ensure they're not forgotten glories of their lives told and retold, to ensure their existence matter consoled by community, by gathering, by breaking bread together, by making space for grief collectively. By the more we share memories, the more Marcus lives through us, the more we gives life to his memory. Marcus's homegoing isn't ending but beginning of his living through us, of his existing in our memories, of resisting tendency to forget. Marcus will live through us, telling his story through new generations, learning his name, through truth that death isn't final when youth like us refuse to forget. When we keep Marcus's memory alive, when we honor his life through living ours better, through giving meaning to his death by committing to ending violence, to mending our community, to defending each other, to transcending circumstances that killed Marcus.
Rose quinceañera, Honebo invited. Compton's Latino heart beating strong tonight. Let's celebrate. Hey. Rosa Quinceañera turns the park into a palace. Magic in the air, Compton shining with joy. Her parents say for years, working double shifts just to give her this night. Proof of love and pride. This isn't just a party, it's tradition, community, and unity. To celebrate your daughter publicly is to say we made it, we belong. we choose joy. Rosa's father built a throne, a smile lights up the park. Cross-cultural unity glowing bright. Latino, black, Asian, everyone together. Compton tonight is more than struggle, it's love on display. Resilience on the dance floor.
Quinceañera dreams, Rosa special day. Quinceañera dreams, Compton on display. Quinceañera dreams, culture celebrated. Quinceañera dreams, unity demonstrated.
Mariachi and DJ blend tradition with today. Cumbias rolling, generations dancing side by side. Abuela teaching kids the steps, history passed down through rhythm and laughter. Rosa's quinceañeras more than music, it's preservation. The doorway into what Compton really is. Latino kids, black kids, Asian friends sharing food, learning Spanish, celebrate together. This is diversity live, real, grounded, joyful. Compton soul is a mosaic. Rosa's night shows it clearly. Culture blending into something new, joy transcending language and borders. Community proving that celebration is power.
Quinceañera dreams, Rosa special day. Quinceañera dreams, Compton on display. Quinceañera dreams, culture celebrated. Quinceañera dreams, unity demonstrated.
Yeah, Rosa's father wipes tears as they dance. That sacred father-daughter moment, symbol of love, protection, and pride. A mother watching, crying too, remembering the struggle of raising a daughter here in Compton. 15 isn't guaranteed. This could have been sorrow, but tonight it's life. We celebrate not to forget hardship, but to resist it, to fight despair with joy. Every plate of food, every song played loud says we're still here, still proud. Celebration becomes a weapon of hope, a declaration that beauty belongs here too. Woo!
Quinceañera dreams, Rosa special day. Quinceañera dreams, unity on display.
Yeah, midnight hits and the dance floor still full. Kids learning steps from elders, stories passed through movement and laughter. Culture survives and not in classrooms, but in rhythm and food and love shared loud. Despite struggle, joy blooms in concrete. Compton refuses to be defined by pain. Tonight we build nationhood through music, faith through celebration, healing through unity. Rosa's quinceañera shows what we can be. A family of many cultures, a city still beautiful, still proud, still rising.
Quinceañera dreams,
Rosa celebrations, Compton's heart, cultural pride, community unity.
Quinceañera dreams,
This is us, this is CPT, beautiful together, always celebrate.
MLK Dad Compton, whole city marching, celebrating the dream, living the legacy. This is unity. MLK Parade down Compton Boulevard. Every year, same route, same steady commitment to honoring King's legacy. The treatment of his dream is living mandate, not historical artifact. To create space for community to gather to place King's vision in Compton context. To honor his sacrifice, to pursue his dream locally. MLK Parade is through. Line of Compton's year is new. Beginning is recommitment to struggle. Is unity made visible? Is discussion without words of what we're fighting for? Locally is the door to understanding King's relevance to Compton, to demanding justice here, to organizing here, to building power here, to ensuring through our gathering that King's dream doesn't die, that Compton is what persists in fighting for justice, for equality, for dignity. MLK Parade is quality of Compton's soul on display publicly, is the we that exists when unity prioritized, is the manifestation of community power, is the demonstration of what's possible when Compton comes together. MLK Parade, unity, Compton marching strong. MLK Parade, unity, where we all belong. MLK Parade, unity, dreams still alive. MLK Parade, unity, together we thrive. Kids from every school marching, churches marching, community organization searches for justice represented through participation, through showing up, through the flowing of people down Boulevard, through the people standing on sides watching, through demanding, through our presence that King's dream matters here. That what shatters King's dream, else what shatters it here too. Seamless connection between national struggle and local, between King's assassination and Marcus's death, between systemic racism King fought and systemic racism we've caught in Compton. MLK Parade makes connections visible, makes struggle legible, makes kings invisible. Real living's to Compton visible through marching, through gathering, through sparking conversations about justice, about organizing, about devout commitment required for change, about sentiment that change is possible. That king's assassination didn't end movement. That passion for justice continues through us, through Compton, through MLK Parade, demonstrating through our numbers, through our unity, through our commitment. That struggle continues through our refusal to accept conditions as permanent. MLK Parade is jazz composition written annually in Compton. Is mission statement about who we are, about what we believe, about what devoutly matters to us as community. Seeing all Compton represented in parade, all cultures, all ages, all made part of unity, all mattering equally, all contributing to Compton's legacy of resistance, of community, of the love that exists here despite everything above ground trying to kill it. MLK Parade shows what media won't display about Compton, shows our humanity, our unity, our commitment to ensuring tourists see more than stereotypes. Eventually shows that Compton's intentionally building community, shows that we're actively pursuing King's dream locally, that we're the strings holding fabric of community together, that we're the weather determining Compton's future, that we're the suture healing wounds systemic racism inflicts, that concludes every MLK Day with parade that demonstrates our power, that creates space for hope, that educates next generation about King, about movement, about the obligation to continue struggle. MLK Parade is classroom without walls, is the quiz about commitment we all take annually, is the reaffirming decidedly that Compton still believes and dream, that we're still fighting for justice, that King's legacy lives through us actively. Parade ending at park, rally beginning, speakers talking about King, about winning locally battles for justice, about organizing Compton for change, about maximizing our power, about empowering youth, about ensuring King's dream isn't just aspiring but aspiring action, but requiring commitment, about refining our tactics, about defining our goals clearly, about aligning our efforts toward justice locally, about the heft of responsibility we carry, about left behind none should be. Speakers invoking King's memory while provoking us toward action, toward organizing, toward a core of unity we displayed through marching, becoming organizing structure, through starching our resolve to fight for justice here in Compton, to make clear that King's dream isn't realized yet, that we're the generation that must get us closer, must organize, must create change, must liberate ourselves through organizing, must make King's dream surprising reality, not distant possibility. MLK Parade finality is beginning of a new commitment annually to justice, work to community building, to organizing Compton for change, willingness displayed through marching.
December in Compton, every house competing for light. Poor but proud, we shine anyway. This is our Christmas.
Christmas lights in Compton hit different. Every block glowing with love and survival. Families spend what they don't have to make beauty. Honey-colored lights, plastic Santas, music from porches. Magic everywhere, proof we still believe. We turn struggle into sparkle, paint into color. Each string of light says we made it another year. Decorating is revolution here, joy is our resistance. Compton Christmas lights are proof we're unbreakable.
Still smiling, still standing, still creating wonder. Compton Christmas lights,
Joy despite the hustle,
joy despite the hustle. Christmas lights,
magic in the hood.
magic in the hood. Compton Christmas lights, making Christmas good.
Mama the real magician, turning little into plenty. Saved all year for decorations and gifts. Working double shifts, skipping bills, hiding presents in closet. Tree on layaway, but the love paid in full. Her magic made childhood glow. Our Christmas wasn't about money, it was about presents. It was about who's around the tree, not what's under it. Compton Christmas taught me joy is handmade. That love outshines poverty, that memories beat money. Those lights outside mirror her heart inside, refusing to let poverty steal our holiday.
Compton Christmas lights,
Shining through the struggle,
struggle. Compton Christmas lights,
magic in the hood.
joy despite the hustle.
At the community center, we celebrate together. Food on folding tables, toys for every kid. Some donated, some bought with sacrifice, all given with love. No child goes without Christmas here. Santa's our neighbor in a bald suit, but the magic feels real because we believe together. This party is our answer to poverty, our collective miracle, our annual hope. Christmas in Compton is community embodied, proof that love multiplies when shared.
Christmas morning, kids awake
is not luxury here, it's survival. Memories made worth every sacrifice, every bill, because childhood needs magic. And we make hours. Compton Christmas lights are more than decorations, they're declarations. We deserve joy, they shine for love, for hope, for humanity. Every bulb a beat of our heart, every street a story of resistance. In color,
Compton Christmas lights,
shining through the struggle,
struggle. Compton crew, the struggle.
creating magic despite problems. This is love, this is us.
Compton Christmas lights,
Forever magical.
Compton Christmas lights. Compton Christmas lights. Compton Christmas lights.
Shining through the struggle.
Compton High graduation day. I'm walking across that stage against all odds. This is victory.
Cap and gown glory. Walking across stage in front of mama, who's been praying for this moment, whose tears flowing freely now, whose fears that I wouldn't make it, being erased by diploma I'm receiving, being replaced with pride overwhelming, being faced with culmination of 18 years of raising me in Compton, of amazing sacrifice she made to ensure I had everything needed to succeed. She had multiple jobs, she went without. She lived for this moment, she somehow made miracles happen, repeatedly vow she made when I was born, being fulfilled now. I'm graduating, I'm surviving Compton, schools I'm achieving despite statistics. High school graduation rate is 58%, I'm in that percentage that made it, that didn't get swallowed by streets, that didn't get lost to violence, to incarceration, a dropout race. I survive, I'm graduating. Today this cap and gown I'm wearing, this armor I earned through persistent, this glory I achieved through resistance and temptation to quit, through existing despite everything trying to prevent this. Cap and gown glory, Compton graduate. Cap and gown glory, against odds I made it. Cap and gown glory, family pride today. Cap and gown glory, this is Compton way. Cap and gown glory, Compton graduate. Cap and gown glory, against odds I made it. Cap and gown glory, family pride today. Cap and gown glory, this is Compton way. Principal calling my name, walking toward diploma, feeling like floating, feeling like coma. I've been in for years, suddenly lifting, suddenly fears I carried, dissipating, suddenly married to possibility, not limitation. Suddenly what I thought impossible becoming reality. I'm walking inaudible, it's crowd noise because I'm hearing only mama's voice. I'm staying fearing nothing now because hardest part is done. I survived Compton schools, I persisted through underfunded, through overcrowding, through teachers who cared but couldn't break, through system failures, through textbooks outdated, through facilities crumbling, through everything created to ensure Compton kids fail, through system designed against us, through new understanding that my graduation is resistance against systematic attempts at our elimination, through education failure. My participation in graduation ceremony is rebellion, is creation of possibility for younger Compton kids who watch it, who seeing that what statistics say is a destiny, what odds predict is an inevitable, what the gods of education policy decided isn't final. Look, after ceremony, family gathering for pictures gathering around me like I'm celebrity shattering my usually stoic exterior. I'm crying out too, I'm realizing how trying these years were, how close I came to quitting, how mama's persistent encouragement kept me going, how resistant I was to schoolwork sometimes, how temptation to make fast money now instead of graduating for maybe money later was strong, how great of my mama's faith in me than my faith in myself, how she carried weight of belief when I couldn't, how she prayed me through doubt, how she worked multiple jobs to ensure I could focus on school, pure sacrifice she made for this moment when I walk across stage, atonement for any doubt I had. It's this diploma, this achievement, this victory is hers as much as mine. This testimony to a love fine. It's the moment of my life so far.
Compton High class of 99, we made it through together, we survived, we persisted with graduating. Today you can saw us stacking possibly high against the facade, the support system that barely functioned against underwriting that practically instructed us to fail. We succeeded anyway through determination that carried us through years. New chapter starting today for those of us walking, for those of us us. College bound for those of us, working for those of us, enlisting for those of us, staying in Compton to make it better for assumption that graduation is something when really it begins new struggles. But really we're prepared, that Compton prepared us for struggle, because what scares us now can't be worse than what we survived already, because we put in work already that prove we're capable, because our cap and gown glory today is first chapter of the story we're writing about Compton kids who made it, who graduated, who refused to become statistics, who prove that Compton produces graduates, produces achievers, produces success stories despite system failures, produces future leaders, produces testimonies that what statistics predict isn't destiny, that what I'd say isn't final, that Compton kids are capable, are achieving, are graduating today with pride, with glory, with futures ahead. With our story just beginning, cap and gown glory, is cap and gown glory, is our glory, cap and gown glory, cap and gown glory, cap and gown glory, cap and gown glory. Compton high class of 99, we made it against all odds. This is victory. This is pride. This is future. Cap and gown glory. Compton graduates. Rising.
Saturday night in Compton. Intersection takeover. Cars spinning donuts. This is freedom. This is wild. This is us. Sideshow Saturday. Sideshow Saturday, intersection at Rosecrans and Atlantic, cars circling, spectators standing on sidewalks watching, tire smoke rising, engines roaring. This is religion for Compton youth. This is moment we're living. For all week this is giving us feeling of freedom, of power, of control. This is our when we own streets literally, when we take space back from police temporarily, when we're in charge, when we determine what happens, when rules we make matter, when we're free to be reckless, to be young, to be alive without permission. Compton Sideshow is our declaration of independence, video of our defiance of our insistence on joy despite everything, on persistence of youth culture despite attempts to control us, to police us, to criminalize our gathering, our joy, our expression. Sideshow Saturday is our when we're free, when Compton youth power visible, when we're taking over shower. An intersection with tire smoke, with energy, with defiance, beautiful and reckless. Sideshow Saturday, taking over streets. Sideshow Saturday, this is where we meet. Sideshow Saturday, freedom feeling wild. Sideshow Saturday, Compton running wild. Sideshow Saturday, taking over streets. Sideshow Saturday, this is where we meet. Sideshow Saturday, freedom feeling wild. Sideshow Saturday, Compton running wild. My turn now. No, pulling into intersection, stomping gas, car spinning, direction changing constantly, donut perfect crowd going crazy, cheering, adrenaline pumping, hazy smoke surrounding car. This is moment I'm pounding, steering wheel excited. This is found in memory being made. This is peak youth experience. This is unique to Compton. The car culture here to understanding that cars aren't just transportation, but expression, but freedom, but demonstration of skill, of control, of pride, and driving of the ride, being performance art. Sideshow Saturday is gallery where we're artists, where calorie burning. Spinning is our medium, we're grinning through windshield while doing donuts is our signature. We're spectators, are our audience, appreciating our skill, our obedience to sideshow cultures and written rules. Don't hit spectators, don't stay too long, quit before police arrive, make room for next driver. Honor the floor, we're dancing on with rubber, don't bore crowd with basic moves, explore limits of what car can do, implore physics to bend, ignore danger temporarily. Sideshow Saturday, taking over streets. Sideshow Saturday, this is where we meet. Sideshow Saturday, freedom feeling wild. Sideshow Saturday, Compton running wild. Sideshow Saturday, taking over streets. Sideshow Saturday, this is where we meet. Sideshow Saturday, freedom feeling wild. Sideshow Saturday, Compton running wild. Police sirens now, everyone scattering, fleeing scene quickly. Some cars succeeding in escaping, some getting caught, but seeing patrol cars triggers practice routine. Disperse rapidly, regroup somewhere else, happily continue sideshow, a different location. This is video, game of cat and mouse we play weekly. This is display of our refusal to be controlled, of our youth demanding space to be wild, to be free, demanding exile, feeling of powerlessness be replaced temporarily with power, demanding ceiling of oppression be lifted briefly, demanded revealing of our humanity that includes recklessness,
That includes joy, dangerous and beautiful simultaneously. That includes gathering despite being told not to. That includes hot pursuit, defying escape from police. That includes a lie in space we claim temporarily for ourselves. Sideshow Saturday, here's our territory briefly. It's Saturday night in Compton, belonging to youth who's refusing to be truthful. The narrative that we're only victims, that we're only statistics, that we're only problems. Sideshow Saturday, it's solution to our need for joy, for freedom.
We grouped at different intersections. Sideshow continuing, someone doing burnout now. Tire smoke pluming skyward. Crowd reformed and cheering, assuming police won't find us. Quickly consuming this freedom greedily before it's taken again. Before we're forsaken by luck and police arrive. Before we're stuck in routine again. Before Monday arrives and we're back to surviving, not thriving. Sideshow Saturday is what got us through week, is what we planned for, work toward. Look forward to his reward for surviving Compton. Another week is the assumption that you deserve joy, even if it's reckless, even if it's dangerous, even if it's illegal. Sideshow Saturday is our rebellion against boring lives, against his stories written for us, against persistent attempts to control youth, against resisting less acceptance of limitations placed on us. We're taking over intersection again, our cars spinning donuts, our friends cheering our youth on display trends. We're setting memories, we're creating suspense. Normal rules temporarily Compton youth sends message through sideshows. We're here, we're alive, we're free temporarily. We're clear about claiming space for joy despite everything. Sideshow Saturday is alright. To be young, to be reckless. Sideshow Saturday, same time then, sec time next week. Sideshow Saturday, different intersections. Sideshow Saturday, same freedom, same power. Sideshow Saturday, same youth. Sideshow Saturday, taking space, being free. Sideshow Saturday, Compton Saturday night. Sideshow Saturday, Compton running wild. Sideshow Saturday.
Palm tree swaying against Compton sky. Contradiction visible. Beauty and struggle coexisting. This is home. Yeah. Palm trees against Compton sky look like paradise postcards, but look closer, look past aesthetic to reality. Underneath palm trees growing in concrete, surviving despite disease of poverty surrounding them, thriving despite conditions hostile to growth. Palm trees renditions of Compton spirit, of our persistence against odds, of our resistance to dying despite everything trying to kill us. Palm trees standing still despite earthquakes, literal and metaphorical. Palm trees built to bend, not break, to sway with wind, not fight it, to survive storms. Palm trees ignited my imagination as a child, made me wonder about possibilities beyond Compton, made me dream of elsewhere while appreciating here, made me see beauty despite fear, despite struggle, despite poverty, despite violence. Palm trees represented silence and chaos, represented peace possible, represented the cost of beauty being high but worth it. Palm trees taught me earthly paradise isn't location but perspective.
Palm trees and possibility.
Compton contradictions.
Palm trees and possibility.
Beauty and afflictions.
Palm trees and possibility.
Struggle and aesthetics.
Palm trees and possibility.
Compton's poetics. Meditating under palm tree in park, watching leaves dance, watching dark shadows play across ground, watching Compton unfold around me. Kids playing, old men talking, women walking, everything when viewed through palm tree filter seams imbued with meaning deeper than surface seems, connected to something larger. Palm trees are my therapists, my meditation guides, my reminders that beauty resides in Compton. If I look for it, if I prioritize seeing it, if I resist narrative that Compton is only struggle, only violence, only statistics. Palm trees are the mystics, teaching me to see Compton truly reaching towards sky, despite being planted in concrete, despite everything working against them. They grow, they thrive, they become beautiful, they symbolize what's overcome, able through persistence, what's achievable despite circumstances, what's possible when you take chances on growing where you're planted instead of waiting to be transplanted, instead of believing you can only thrive elsewhere. Palm trees teaching me aliveness is attitude, not location choice.
Palm trees and possibility.
Compton contradictions.
Palm trees and possibility.
Beauty and afflictions.
Palm trees and possibility.
Struggle, building aesthetics.
Palm trees and possibility.
Compton, cause palm trees witnessing everything Compton is. Violence and joy, struggle and resilience, silence and noise, poverty and pride, despair and hope. Palm trees there for everything rooted in same soil, producing both beauty and pain, reducing neither the simple explanation. Palm trees neither ignore struggle nor are defined by it. Palm trees exist beside tragedy without being tragic, beside poverty without being poor, beside violence without being violent. Palm trees teaching me about being in Compton without being consumed by Compton struggles, about presumed contradictions, not being contradictions but complexities, addictions to simple narratives about Compton being challenged by palm trees, saying beauty and struggle coexist, both true simultaneously. Palm trees teaching me to hold Compton's tragedy, to behold Compton's fullness without reducing it to either romantic sized ghetto or hopeless wasteland. Palm trees let me see Compton as it is. Sunset now, palm trees silhouetted against soaring sky, against backdrop suggesting rest is coming, suggesting peace possible, suggesting beauty accessible. Even here, trusting palm trees, testimony that Compton is more complex than media portrays, that Compton's more beautiful than people know, that Compton's producing people who survive. Palm tree like bending, not breaking, swaying with circumstances, not being destroyed by them, growing despite hostile conditions, becoming beautiful despite everything. I'm beautiful student of palm trees, learning daily their lessons about survival, about beauty, about blessings found in struggle, about stressing less about what can't control, about blessings foreign despite obstacles, about expressing gratitude for beauty that exists here, latitude for joy despite circumstances. Palm trees teaching me that Compton is where possibilities exist, where beauty grows, where future is being built by those who stay, who believe, who see palm trees and understand the testimony that beauty and struggle coexist in Compton, that both are true, that our function isn't choosing one narrative but holding both palm trees and possibilities of Compton's truth.
Palm trees and possibilities
of Compton's reality, see.
Palm trees and possibilities swaying in Compton breeze.
Teaching me
beauty exists here, struggle exists here.
Both true,
both true,
both real. Compton, Compton's beautiful home.
Palm tree,
purpose.
palm tree, hear that?
Compton, rooted.
Palm tree,
Compton, brother.
palm tree,
Compton.
home.
This is for Compton, for CPT, for home, forever. Yeah. For Compton forever, tattooed on my heart, forever in my blood, forever clever ways I find to represent, forever in my speech patterns, my walk, my attitude, forever proud of feel despite everything, despite media portrayal, despite statistics, despite blight, visible on some blocks. Compton forever, my home regardless, my people never abandonable, my city never tradable for anywhere else. Compton forever, score I'm settling with world that misunderstands us, forever defending CPT, forever plans us, and for better future here, forever staying, not leaving, forever praying for Compton, forever organizing for change, forever stomping for justice here, forever believing Compton can be better while loving what it is now, forever shutting down narratives that reduces to stereotypes, forever fighting media's hype that presents Compton one-dimensionally, forever presence I'm giving back to community, forever living in CPT, forever thriving here, not just surviving, forever trusting Compton's future. Compton forever, yeah. This is my home. Compton forever, Lord. Compton forever, pride in my city. Compton forever, Compton forever, through struggle and joy. Compton forever, Compton forever, every girl and boy, liberty ever. Born in Compton, raised in Compton, staying in Compton forever, praying for Compton, forever working to improve Compton, while appreciating Compton as is, forever style of representing CPT with pride
not authentic. Forever critic of systems harming Compton, but forever defend Compton people. Forever steeple of community commitment being what I represent. Forever butt heads with those who speak negatively about Compton without knowing Compton. Forever chose Compton over everywhere else. Forever fair and acknowledging Compton's problems while celebrating Compton's strength. Forever comparison between Compton and other cities, ending with me choosing Compton. Forever gritty reality of CPT is what I prefer over sanitized suburb. Forever what makes me is Compton. Forever part of my identity, inseparable from who I am. Forever considerable pride I feel about being from CPT. Forever numb to outsiders' judgments. Forever someone who bleeds Compton blue.
Compton forever. Yeah. This is my home. Compton forever. Compton forever. Pride in my city. Compton forever. Compton forever. Through struggle and joy. Compton forever. Compton forever. Every girl and boy. Compton forever.
Compton made me resilient, made me strong, made me community oriented, made me long for justice, made me understand systemic oppression intimately, made me endemic fighter for change, made me writer of my own story, made me igniter of hope in others, made me believer in collective power, made me see beauty and struggle, made me appreciate joy deeper, made me see humanity clearer, made me value community over individualism, made me unity seeker, made me organizer, made me speaker of truth, made me defender of marginalized, made me love Compton despite everything and because of everything simultaneously. Compton shaped me fundamentally. Compton's my university, Compton's my teacher, Compton's my church, and Compton's my family, Compton's my pride, Compton's my identity, Compton my forever, Compton's my home always, Compton's my commitment, Compton's my responsibility, Compton's my love, Compton's my future, Compton's my past, Compton's my present, Compton's my everything. Compton forever isn't slogan, it's promise, it's commitment, it's woven into my being, it's chosen daily. To every Compton kid reading this, know you're destined for greatness, dismissed by statistics but defined by determination. To every kid facing same situation I face, know you'll make it if you persist, don't forsake it. Your dreams despite obstacles, struggle, hate Compton, but understand Compton struggles aren't your fault, but your responsibility to redress, organize, improve. Don't move away thinking that's only success. Prove success possible here in CPT. Choose Compton as your home, deliberately refuse to abandon community. To Compton forever, be committed like me. Whatever career path you take, make Compton part of your success story. Impart wisdom to next generation. Start building future in Compton, restart. Hoping those who've lost it assert Compton's worth through your success. Give birth to new narratives about CPT. Show through your life that Compton produces excellence. The Compton kids are intelligent, resilient, magnificent. That Compton forever is possibility, not just slogan. That what Compton taught us makes us stronger the longer we stay organized, commit stronger. Compton it becomes the Compton forever is promise we make to each other, solace we find in community. Compton forever is our anthem, our commitment, never leaving, always loving, always improving, always believing in CPT, always staying, always representing with pride. Compton forever, that's tattooed on our souls. Compton forever, that's our battle cry. Compton forever. Yeah. Forever, forever, forever. Yeah. Compton, Compton.